the tricky part of any show is deciding what to tell you about at the beginning of the show, those quick little previews that we do. Especially in a show like this because there's so many good things. And it always blows my mind when we get to a one-time only and we haven't even told you about it yet, right? Like we're already 42 minutes into the first hour, and that's 42 minutes that we kind of lost being able to shop for one of the most essential wellness products you can have in your home. Now, when we think wellness, we usually think food and drink or a great night's sleep, but do we really think about the quality of our air? Maybe occasionally. But all I know is I go outside to my car and I see what used to be a somewhat green color has turned into a complete solid yellow because of all the pollen that's on top of my car. And when we open the windows, we open the door, we bring in our dirty shoes, that enters the air. You need an air purifier. Usually air purifiers are in the hundreds, multiples of dollars. And even here at QVC, the Airvana Capri is $72. But we have it for the first day ever, and only during the show for $54. It's 5 easy monthly payments of $10.80. It's quiet, it's compact, but it's powerful because all the air that's being interchanged in the room actually has to pass through different security gates before it exits again and becomes clean. Your color choices are black, denim, and graphite. And it's brought to us right now by Ginger Wald. She is one of our home innovations experts. It's
Hello,
good to
darling.
See you.
Great to see
darling.
you too. Well, let me just first off say that I did receive an air quality alert on my phone coming in here. And that means, you know, the EPA also says that your home environment, we spend about 90% of our time inside, which is, you know, our pollutants are 2 to 5 times greater inside your home, and which is another reason for you to have an air purifier. This is a HEPA filter air purifier, which is the highest standard, gold standard that you can get. And it will be your forever air purifier without buying anything else. Without buying anything else. And why I say that is because
no more filters to buy
you don't have to buy another filter. You can take your attachment from your vacuum. Thank you. I just got stuck on that. And you use that brush attachment. Now you can clean that HEPA filter. You can clean that coconut carbon pre-filter. And we also give you a third way of cleaning your air that's on the very top that we've never done before. This is called a granular, carbon granular filter. That one is going to reduce the moisture in your air, and also in your hair too, and also it is going to remove those odors in your home. And this one will be activated 1 time per month. Put it outside in the sun. Let the UV rays get, you know, reactivate the granular carbon granular in the inside, and then put it back in, and you're good to go. So everything is completely cleanable or regenerated as you will. But it's the HEPA filter where I love, because it's removing 99.97% of those airborne particles, as large as what you can see, which is a hair follicle or pet dander, but also you have it all the way down to the volatile organic compounds, things you can't see, and also smoke particles. If you want to follow me over here in a minute, I'll show you. We use a smoke demo because that is the smallest particle that you can see with your eyes that will now, I just turned it on, be removing those particles from your home. And it's important because we do want to give clean air to our family. We do want to make sure that everyone in our environment that comes in, if you have allergies, we have allergies in our home. So I have to take an allergy pill, and I need to have an air purifier because we have pets. The pets go outside, they bring in the pollen.
Yes.
As much as you are clean in your home, it doesn't matter. You walk from your feet, you know, your shoes, and you bring it in. It's on your shoes, it's on your clothes.
Your dog comes in from outside.
Exactly.
Yesterday, my fiance blew off the deck, and it was just like yellow clouds everywhere. And when no, seriously, and when he came in, he was coughing, and I just sat there, and the sun was coming through the windows.
You
and
see
I saw
that?
all the stuff.
You see the dust mites and the dust and everything.
Thank you so much. Right? You can't. I mean, you can't prevent it. You can't keep up with it. You can dust your house and all that kind of stuff.
That's right.
But dusting isn't picking up all that you can't see. And your lungs actually do a pretty good job of cleaning all that air.
And
I don't want them to have to.
They
right?
do. And in fact, I have it right here. And you know, just in case you're wondering, how many breaths do you take in the course of a day? 20,000. And in a year, 7.5 million breaths a year. And you know, you want to be able to give yourself, but your family, clean air in your environment. This was near a litter box. If you have kitties, any sort of pets, and if they're outside and they get wet, you know, dogs stink. It doesn't matter if they're clean. If their hair is wet, it stinks. And this is a way that you can see this one's clean, this one's dirty after a month. Remember, you're not replacing it. You're taking your attachment on your vacuum cleaner brush and you're going to be cleaning that.
So what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, this is the clean air delivery rate for your home. And if you're wondering the size, we kind of give you this chart to follow it around. So at 10 by 15 by 8, it will turn over that air in your home 2.8 times per hour. If you have a larger room, it's just going to turn it over in a shorter amount of time per hour. So a living room, a 20 by 20 by 8, 1.1 time per hour. Turning it out. It doesn't mean that it won't take a larger room. It'll just take a little bit longer to turn over the air in that room so that it is completely clean and removing 99.97% of those airborne particles.
So I'm loving the fact that all of this technology is under $54 and you never have to go back to any website and search for the model number of this
and get
to
the
try to
filters,
find the filter and find out that the filter costs just as much as the unit itself, right? We do that with printers. We do that with everything else. Your vacuum cleaner, oh, now I need the filter for it, right? It comes with a remote. It is crazy quiet. Talk to me about the controls.
Okay, so everything on the remote control operates by touch technology on the very top. You have the on-off, you have 1, 2, 3 hours, or 3 speeds. You also have a night mode that you can put on if you're light sensitive, and you can turn those accent lights off. You have a 2, 4, and an 8-hour timer. You also have an indicator on the top when you need to change that coconut carbon pre-filter or the HEPA filter. And that just means taking it out again and taking your brush from your vacuum and vacuuming that coconut carbon pre-filter, opening it up and then taking that vacuum and cleaning your HEPA filter for the very first time, giving you something that you will never have to buy again. You just use what you have around the house and clean it.
I hope that you're thinking about this not especially for yourself, but not just yourself, for babies, for children, your pets, if you're taking care of a loved one, an older one, someone who's ill. This is as essential as your air conditioner, right? And we know we need that for comfort. We'll talk about that later. But for wellness, this is an important one too. But our price goes away in 3 hours and 10 minutes in either black, the denim blue, or the graphite. You don't need the item number. Search OTO at QVC.com or call us and say, I want that one time only. Ginger, thank you so much.
You're so welcome, honey. Thank you.
All right, so you may have noticed I changed